polo shirts. From this to this. Hey fellas, so spring is here, even though in the Northeast, especially in New Jersey, the temperature this morning was 33 degrees. The fact is, it is going to start getting warmer. The spring is going to come and lead into the summer, which means we have to switch up our wardrobes, and there's nothing better to start off with than polo shirts. They're versatile, they're timeless, and they just make a great addition to the wardrobe. But the thing about polo shirts is they've got to fit well, they've got to be made out of the right material. So what I did was I went out and I bought 6 different polo shirts from 6 different brands that are the most common that you probably shop at, and I'm going to compare them and see which fits best. Now, the qualifications for these polo shirts were, 1, they had to be made out of Pique cotton, which I never really knew what that was. You always just saw Pique polo shirts, and I never really thought anything of it. Pique is the cotton that's that waffly cotton that we've come to associate with polo shirts. It feels a little rougher and more durable, so they had to be the Pique cotton polo shirt. And I didn't want a brand on them like this. This is an older Ralph Lauren polo shirt. This was the large and the slim. This actually fits me really well, but these are kind of expensive, and I'm not going to lie, they don't hold up very well. One of the problems with polo shirts is the collars always start to curl up and wear over time, so you really don't get more than a few years out of a polo shirt. I don't understand why you want to spend more than 30, 40 bucks on a polo shirt when you're only going to get a couple of years out of it. And I just don't like logos on my shirt. Even though I have this one, I'm not a big fan, so they had to be Pique cotton and no logos. So I ended up going with JCrew, Gap, Banana Republic, H&M, Uniqlo, and Target. So I mixed in Target because their clothing line has been getting a lot of attention lately, so I wanted to see what that was all about. So I'm going to compare each polo shirt. Now for me, the biggest problem with buying a polo shirt is the fit, because my shoulders are bigger, my waist is smaller. Finding something that is in either skin tight or make me look completely boxy is difficult, so that's always one of my primary goals. If you're a guy who spends any time in the gym and you're getting your swole on, and you put on some size, you'll know getting a shirt that fits and looks good is always difficult. This one fits me really well, but again, these are kind of expensive. So the first shirt we're going to check out is JCrew. Pow! So this is it, the JCrew Pique cotton polo shirt. JCrew used to have a slim polo shirt. They do not anymore, but JCrew Factory does have a slim polo shirt, which might have fit me a little better than this one. I'm not especially happy. I think it's a little baggy in here. It fits me well in the chest and shoulders. I went with a large. The medium was way too tight on me. I am, just so you want, if for comparison, I'm 5'10", I weigh about 190 pounds. I wear a 42-inch jacket and about a 33, 34-inch pant. So I usually end up with a large, but the larges often are a little baggy in here, which is a problem. The material, the Pique cotton, it feels good. It is that coarser cotton, and it has a substantial feel to it. The cost of the shirt was $39, but I happened to end up there on a day that they were having 40% off, which JCrew has very rarely. So I ended up paying $23 for it, which was a great price for a JCrew polo shirt. But again, I'm not really happy with the fit, so I probably wouldn't be keeping this one. Pow! All right, this is the H&M Peak Polo. You'll notice that I bought these all in navy blue, so I wanted you to be able to see how they compare to each other in the same color. This one actually fits me pretty well. I ended up getting a medium in this. The large in the H&M was very large, it was very boxy, so this one actually fits me pretty well. The cotton is a little thinner. It's definitely not as high quality as the JCrew polo shirt, but this shirt only cost $12.99, and that wasn't on sale or anything. So for 13 bucks, this is a pretty good fitting polo shirt. It's a little tight in the chest and in the arms, but it doesn't look skin tight like sometimes they end up looking. And again, you're really only going to get a couple years out of a polo shirt anyway, so for 13 bucks, if it fits well and if it looks good, the quality obviously isn't going to be as high as JCrew, but this isn't this is definitely something you should look at and you should consider if you're a bigger guy on the chest and shoulders like I am, and you want something that fits you nice and slim in the midsection. This isn't bad. Pow! All right, this is the Target Goodfellow and Company Peak Polo Shirt. Like I said earlier, the Target line has been getting a lot of attention. Their clothing quality is definitely improved over what it used to be, and a lot of people are talking about it, so I figured I would give it a look. This is a large. The medium was skin tight on me, so I went with a large. A little baggy. Honestly, even in the large, the top up on my shoulders and my chest is tight. The fit for me isn't great. Now the quality on this isn't bad. The cotton feels a little more substantial than the H&M Polo did, but it's obvious it's still not the JCrew, the very thick material that JCrew was using. But you know, this shirt comes in at $10. So if you can get this to fit you well for $10, no brainer. If you're a little slimmer in the shoulders and you can work your way into the medium, or if you're a little larger in the midsection, you can do the large. If you can make it work for $10, this shirt is definitely one to check out. Again, 2 years out of this, $10. That's a great investment, and I would definitely give Target, Goodfellow and Company a look. But for me, the fit is not what I'd like it to be. Pow! All right, these are all probably starting to look alike to you. I know when my fiance was looking at each of these, she said, I can't tell the difference. But this is the Banana Republic Peak Polo. You can tell the difference on this one because there's a front pocket, which I recently learned is called a frocket. Thanks Reddit. I never knew there was a specific name for that. I do not like a pocket on a polo shirt. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think it ruins just the look of the front of the polo shirt, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. So that alone would nix this one for me. But as far as the quality goes, again, this is a medium. The large in this was very big on me and very baggy in the midsection, so I went with the medium. It's a little tight in here, not surprisingly, but it fits pretty well. The sleeves are a little on the short side, but the midsection is right, and the chest and the shoulders feel nice. The quality of this is definitely the best of the polo shirts that I've tried on. This feels like something that's going to last. That said, this retails at $44, and I was there one day. They had 40% off, so I ended up getting it for $26, which if you ever buy anything at Banana Republic full price, you're a moron. They have sales almost every week, and they range from at least 20% up to 50%, so if you're something you want, just wait a week or two and you're going to get it cheaper. Nobody should ever pay full price at Banana Republic. But for this one, again, this fit isn't for me. I don't like the front pocket, but it is one of the nicer polo shirts. It's a more quality, more substantial feeling shirt. The collar, which is a big deal in these shirts, because if the collar isn't thick enough, they tend to curl up. And even if you iron them, it really doesn't help. So if you can get a shirt with a more substantial collar that's going to stay down, that's a plus, and this shirt has it. So if you don't mind the frocket and you can find one that fits you well, I think this is definitely the way to go. But once again, for me, this fit isn't great. The large was too big. The medium is just a little too small, and if I wash this twice, I know it's going to end up being way too tight and way too short. Pow! Here we have Banana Republic's baby brother, Gap. Old Faithful, Old Reliable. I like Gap for the basics, and typically stuff from the Gap, especially their jeans and their khakis, fit me really, really well. This is a medium Peak Polo shirt from the Gap. I did something a little different. I got the medium and the large to show you how they fit me differently. The medium actually fits me nearly perfect. It's a little bit tight in the arms. The chest is definitely a little bit fitted, but not too bad. The midsection is perfect. But again, I do know that if I wash this, it's going to shrink a lot. So I tried the large too. These were, I believe, $29 full price. I was there, I think they had a 40% off deal again, so I ended up getting them for, you know what, it was 50% off, and I ended up getting them for $15. $15 for a shirt like this. It's nice. It's not as nice as the Banana Republic shirt, but that's to be expected because Gap is a step down from Banana in quality. I think the fit here is better than the Banana Republic medium. It's not quite as tight, and there's no frocket, so that's a plus. This one fits me really well, the medium, but I'm going to show you what the large looks like. Pow! Here it is. The large is larger, no surprise. It's a little baggier in the midsection. The chest, there's more room. It doesn't feel quite as tight as the medium. The sleeves fit better, but the midsection is baggy. So this is the problem that I typically have. The large is a little too large. The medium is a little too small. So that's why I'm always on the hunt for the shirt that fits me the best, because it is a challenge. I have a feeling if I stuck with the large, I wash it a couple times, it shrinks, The large would probably end up being the way to go for me if I was going with the Gap. The medium, I'm sure, would shrink a lot to the point that it was too small, but I don't think I would go with either of these just because I think there are better options out there. And again, fit, I think, in polo shirts is the most important thing. If they're too big, too baggy, you're going to look dumpy. If they're too tight, you're going to look like a douchebag, and you don't want either of those. So find the shirt that fits you the best. Spend some time. Hopefully that's what I'm helping you with. If you're a guy, like I said, who works out, who's got a little muscle on his top, a little narrow in the bottom, you're going to want to find a shirt that fits right. Pow! And last but not least, Uniqlo. I went with this last because I actually have a few polo shirts from last year from Uniqlo that I really like. This shirt is their large. It's their dry Pique shirt. It says it's got moisture wicking technology. I don't really know if it does. It feels just like a very solid quality Pique cotton. This definitely ranks up there with JCrew. I might even say it's a little better. The fit for me, this is the large. This one fits almost perfectly. It's nice and fitted in the chest and the shoulders. The arms fit nice but not too tight. The right length for what I prefer. And the midsection still has that slender look to it that gives you the nice V that everybody's looking for. And I know if I wash this once, it'll probably get even a little slimmer. So for me, this is about as good as it gets. This shirt was 20 bucks. No sale, straight from the rack, 20 bucks. This is a great deal. It's a great fit. It feels like a shirt that's going to last. The collar feels substantial enough that it might hold up to a few washes without curling. The material, again, great. The fit is very good for me. That's my primary concern. So for 20 bucks, the Pique Dry Uniqlo polo shirt is the way to go. This is probably the one that I'm going to end up keeping and wearing. Might even get a few more for 20 bucks. You can't go wrong. And that's what it comes down to. You got to find the shirt that's right for you. You got to find the fit that's right for you. Spend a little time. You saw what I went through. If you're more of a traditionally sized guy with a little bit of narrow shoulders, any of these are probably going to fit you pretty well. I would say that the JCrew shirt was probably one of the more quality shirts. The Uniqlo for the 20 bucks straight off the rack, you're just not going to beat this. This is a great price. Uniqlo always impresses me. I have a lot of clothes from there. I know it's very popular online, and for a reason. They make reasonably priced clothes at a high quality. They really fill in a lot of the basics. Polo shirts, t-shirts, their jeans. You really can't go wrong. I feel like this just became a Uniqlo commercial, and I'm sorry about that. But I do really like this shirt, and I'm excited because it fits me well, which is, again, the most important thing. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think of the 7 shirts that I tried on. And hopefully, again, I hope this helped you, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay stylish.